Hello world, this is video 1 in a series of 3 videos that provide an introduction to installing and using the PDF marking tool. Video 1, this video, covers installation of the tool. Video 2 covers basic usage of the tool, and video 3 explores the new rubric marking functionality in the tool. Please take note, these videos only apply to version 2 and above of the marking tool, since a large number of changes were introduced during the upgrade from version 1 to version 2. The PDF marking tool was originally developed in 2009 as an open source product with funding from the University of South Africa. Since then, there have been minor upgrades to stay aligned with changes in operating systems and the Adobe Acrobat platform. In 2020, with the assistance of Adobe and Learning Curve, we were able to secure funding for some much-needed functional enhancements to the product. To use the PDF marking tool, there are 2 critical dependencies. Firstly, the plugin is built for the Microsoft Windows 10 operating system. If you're using a Mac or a Linux machine, you will not be able to use the marking tool. Secondly, the PDF marking tool is built as a plugin for Adobe Acrobat Pro. You therefore must have Adobe Acrobat Pro installed in order to use the marking tool. People often get confused between Adobe Acrobat Pro and the free Adobe Acrobat Reader. To verify that you have Acrobat Pro, you can follow these steps. Open Adobe Acrobat Pro, click on the Help menu, and select the item About Adobe Acrobat Pro DC. Take note of the heading specifically stating Adobe Acrobat DC. Also note that we are specifically using Adobe Acrobat Pro DC. In theory, the marking tool should also work with other versions of Adobe Acrobat Pro, but those have not been formally tested, so we cannot guarantee that it will work as expected. For the purposes of this video, we will assume that you have Adobe Acrobat Pro DC installed and that you are running a Windows 10 operating system. To install the PDF marking tool, you first need to get hold of the installer file. The installer is available on the code sharing site GitHub. To get the latest installer, simply go to github.com/peanut-butter-oss/pdf-marking-tool/releases. The address is shown below. Here you will find all the available releases of the marking tool. You will probably want to grab the latest release. While recording this screencast, the latest version is version 2.0.1. To download the installer, simply click on the file Marking Tool version 2.0.1 dc.exe. This will allow you to download the file to your local system. Once you have the installer on your local machine, the installation process is quite simple. Simply run the file and follow the prompts provided. Take note, after launching the installer, Windows will require you to give permissions to the installer program. To provide this permission, you need to have administrator privileges on your machine. This step is a security requirement for both Windows and Adobe Acrobat DC. Notice that the installation process includes a number of steps: checking whether you have Adobe Acrobat Pro DC installed, copying the JavaScript code to your machine, copying the application resources files to your machine, and creating an uninstaller file if you ever need to uninstall the marking tool. Ideally, you should perform all these steps, but if your circumstances require, you could skip one or more steps. Also notice that the tool allows you to adjust the location of the JavaScripts folder, which is contained within your existing Adobe Acrobat Pro installation. Ideally, you should keep to the default here, unless your copy of Acrobat Pro has been installed in a non-standard location. Once the installation is complete, you can click on Finish to close the installer. Video 2 will provide detailed instructions on how to verify whether the tool is working as expected. See you there!